say something? Maybe? Yeah, provide an update a little bit about Market Garden. Which one?
That's
Yeah. Just a little for us. So we are still on pencil. Once it gets a little closer, we'll be able to announce our go live grand opening date. But as follow from my prior conversation with the city council, I would like to extend the invite to anybody who's available for next Wednesday at 10:30 for a tour of Marshall Gardens. So I will, I guess, John, if I can get it, what would be the best way to work?
Everybody give the email. We can supply the email.
Okay, yeah, perfect. But yeah, I look forward to having whoever's available next Wednesday, 10:30. We'll be out there. We'll do like we did before, just a little quick tour, everything set up, and we'll go your own property.
Sounds great.
Any questions about Marshall Gardens or anything at this point?
It's looking good.
Thank you. And also, I do have a few members of the management team with me to join you. So,
hello, everybody.
Phil January, who security manager, comes with us about 20 years of experience, opened up 3 properties. Jennifer Craven is going to be our F&B manager, and Bridget Jocelyn is also going to be our gaming manager.
Okay. Awesome. So you're filling out the roster then?
We are. The management team is in place.
Okay.
Nice.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Great.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for the update. Do we have anybody else, visitors or petitioners? No? Okay. A little later, probably the last piece of business that we're going to do, I'll ask for an executive session to talk about an ongoing project that we need an update on for council. Okay. That said, we're ready for a Spooky Yard of the Season award. I think. Are we the spookiest? Is this like the bragging rights sign, correct?
Yes, that's right. There was 3 houses that were submitted, but if you took any time to drive around Calvert City, there were so many more than 3 houses. It was pretty awesome to see folks out and about and decorate their houses. But the winner of the Spooky Yard of the Season is Ryan Murphy. Yeah. So I don't know if you saw his house or not, but I will post something later on. But the house was pretty awesome. And also very creepy.
That was the goal.
Yeah. Had a clown like looking like he was, or not clown. What was it? Like crawling out of the garage.
Okay, so what's the address?
401 Royal Park.
Royal Park.
Yeah.
Royal Park rules over there.
Right across the street from me.
Appreciate it.
Well, how about that?
Look, yeah,
Sorry.
Come on over here with whatever. Blair's picture of her, she should be good.
Hey, my country. What do you think? Love it.
Got
Thank
it.
y'all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Appreciate it.
So you got Santa Claus up yet?
Yeah.
All right.
Now they're already converting it to Christmas. It's the same stuff though.
Same
It's
stuff.
just new clothes.
Red hats on everything. Same props, different outfits. Okay. It's a thing.
That's
Kind
cool.
of the vibe I got. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll skate on into old business. And we've got some reading of ordinances and business stuff to attend to. First up is consider the second reading of ordinance 2508, which is the one on vaping and smoking and other stuff in city-owned buildings, vehicles, enclosed public spaces, and certain outdoor places. So it's a needed update. Got some added some areas and changed some definitions, I think. So with that said, we ready for a second reading?
Yeah.
Do we need to take some action here to introduce second reading? We're gonna have second reading.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, got a second.
Second.
All right, let's have a reading.
An ordinance repealing ordinance 2015-06 of the Calvert City Code of Ordinances and creating 2025-08 of the Calvert City Code of Ordinances banning vaping and smoking of all substances in all city-owned buildings, vehicles, and public places and certain outdoor places. Whereas the City Council of the City of Calvert City has considered the issue of smoking and vaping, particularly regarding health factors and the rights of individuals, and whereas the City Council of the City of Calvert City has determined that the best interest of the city and its constituents will be served by repealing the current ordinance and creating a new ordinance prohibiting smoking and vaping of any products, not just tobacco, on city-owned property. And whereas the City Council of the City of Calvert City has determined that the best interest of the city and its constituents will be served by repealing the current ordinance and creating a new ordinance with additional prohibited locations owned by the city. Now therefore be it ordained by the City of Calvert City, Commonwealth of Kentucky, that ordinance 2015-06 of the Calvert City Code of Ordinances is repealed, and ordinance 2025-08 of the Calvert City Code of Ordinances is hereby created as follows. Smoking and vaping hereby are prohibited in all buildings, vehicles, and closed public places in certain outdoor areas owned and controlled by the City of Calvert City. One, vaping. Purposes of interpreting this ordinance, vaping means and electronic or battery operated device that delivers substances of vapor form and which may stimulate smoking. Two, buildings. For purposes of interpreting this ordinance, buildings include one, City Hall, two, Civic Center, three, Frank Riley Station, and four, the public bathrooms located in the city parks. Three, enclosed public places. For purposes of interpreting this ordinance, enclosed public place means any place that is closed overhead by a roof or other covering of any material, whether permanent or temporary, whereas 40% or more of its perimeter closed by walls or other coverings of any material. This definition includes but is not limited to all pavilions located in the parks. Four, certain outdoor places. For purposes of interpreting this ordinance, certain outdoor places include one, the splash pad located in Memorial Park. Two, all playgrounds. Three, the amphitheater located in Memorial Park. Four, all areas that have been designated landscape or held out specifically during sports activities, including when people gather to observe the same, such as the stands, including the baseball fields, pickleball courts, soccer fields, and the skate park, so as not to impact participants or observers. And five, any outdoor area designated by signage as smoke-free or vape-free. Five, reasonable distance. Additionally, smoking and vaping are prohibited within a reasonable distance not less than 15 feet or any greater distance is required by law from the entrance to any building or enclosed public place to ensure that the smoke does not enter the building or enclosed public place through entrances, windows, ventilation systems, or other means. Six, enforcement. The Calvert City Police Department is responsible for enforcing this ordinance. The city administrator may designate any additional staff, persons, or departments responsible for enforcing this ordinance. Seven, compliance. It is the intent of this ordinance that compliance be achieved primarily through education and cooperation. Citizens are encouraged to report non-compliance to the Calvert City Police Department. 8, violations. The person who refuses to stop smoking or vaping when asked in violation of this ordinance may be directed to leave the premises by the Calvert City Police Department or any responsible city staff persons or departments as referenced in number 6 above. 9, public nuisance. Violation of this ordinance shall constitute a public nuisance, which may be abated by the city by any means provided by law. 10, penalties. A person who smokes and vapes in an area prohibited by the provisions of this ordinance shall be guilty of a violation of the same, which violation shall be punishable by a fine not exceeding $50 for each separate violation.
There you go. Any discussion? No discussion? Okay. Jordan, you want to vote? You got your sheet? Ready to go.
All righty. Councilwoman Shelton,
Yes.
Councilman Howard,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hill,
Yes.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Councilman Stokes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for that. Next on the agenda could be to consider a second reading of ordinance 2510, amending ordinance of 2015-11 to remove conflicting language, clarify meaning, and add on extended supplemental hours. To have a motion to introduce.
Make a motion.
We'll have to read. A motion and a second. Got a second?
Second.
Today. All right. That said, we let, John, you gonna read this one?
I'll take this.
Okay, we'll see. See how you do.
Ordinance number 2025-10, the ordinance amending ordinance 2015-11 to remove conflicting language, clarify meaning, and to add an extended hour supplemental license, whereas the city council of City of Calvert City has determined that extending the hours of sale of buy the drink alcohol to 2 a.m. for non-quota 1 license holders and qualified historic site license holders will support the needs of the patrons of local businesses whose staff are trained in responsible alcohol consumption. And whereas the City Council of the City of Calvert City has determined that offering an extended hour supplemental license NQ1 license holders will not seriously jeopardize the safety of the community. And whereas the City Council of the City of Calvert City has determined that the following amendments are necessary and proper for improved clarity and conciseness and regulating the sale and manufacture of alcoholic beverages in the city of Calvert City. Therefore be it ordained, the city of Calvert City, Commonwealth of Kentucky, that the following portions of ordinance 2015-11 of the Calvert City Code of Ordinance hereby is amended as follows. Section 6, hours for sale and delivery. Added Section D, holders of an NQ1 license or a qualified historic license may apply for an extended hour supplemental license, allowing the sale of distilled spirits, wine, and malt beverages by the drink between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m. E, with respect to provisions of daylight savings time, establishments with an extended hour supplemental license shall stop selling alcohol as if the same did not exist. Therefore, at 2 a.m. when daylight saving time becomes effective and the hour advances to 3 a.m., licensed premises may sell alcohol until 3 a.m. Likewise, at 2 a.m., when the time changes to Central Standard Time and the time returns to 1 a.m., licensed premises shall stop selling alcohol immediately. Section 7, conditions, prohibitions, and restrictions. In Section A, they've deleted device or dice, slot machines, or any devices of chance are prohibited and shall not be kept on such premises. On Section C, all licensees, what was added to the end of it is all licensees shall be required to regulate noise levels and the conduct of their patrons and employees, leaving the licensed premises so as not to disturb the surrounding area by engaging in conduct that is disorderly, destructive, or violent. And Section 16, revocation or suspension of and hearing. Subsection C5, statement at the end, unless otherwise authorized by the Commonwealth of Kentucky, has been added.
Okay, any questions or discussions of this one? Okay. Do the honors, Jordan.
Right. Councilwoman Shelton,
Yes.
Councilman Howard,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hill,
Yes.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
and Councilman Stokes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I think that's an ordinance that's gonna serve us well. I think it's good work on that one. Pulling it through and getting us one that's got the flexibility, I think, to oversee what we wanted it to accomplish. So good work. Okay, so new business. We have been looking, we've got a retirement, looking to fill a position. With this, I'll turn it over to John and talk about our request for change on the pay classification ordinance.
I think when we had started back during the budget process, we were expecting to try to look at a possible assistant city manager, city administrator, as actually what it should have been, even though it stated assistant city manager. Basically to come in and fulfill what Bruce had been doing as a zoning and compliance officer. And then also work toward possibly becoming his assistant city administrator to becoming the assistant of the city administrator. But later conversations, we've come to the conclusion that the city administrator position is someone that you all want to seek professional who are in that field for that position. So therefore, we still had to fill the code, nuisance compliance, and zoning to assist with those areas. And so we looked at and this ordinance is to strike the assistant city manager as it was listed, add the zoning and compliance officer. So that was what this, and to do that, we couldn't just do it without changing the personnel and pay classification ordinance. And so that's what this does. It strikes the one position and puts the other position in there with a range for the pay of that person.
Okay.
Motion.
Yes, ma'am.
What? Yep, we need a motion to introduce the first reading.
I'll make a motion to introduce the first reading.
Okay,
Second.
got a second? Rock, paper, scissors, pick one, Jordan. Thing to have. Okay. So with that said, we already had discussion, kind of let the cart get out of it, but go ahead and I guess we're ready to read this thing.
An ordinance amending the personnel pay classification plan for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, and ending on June 30, 2026. Ordinance number 2025-02. Whereas CARES 33A-07, section 2, And the city of Calvert City ordinance section 3102B and C require the city council to adopt personnel like pay classification plan fixing the compensation of city employees and non-elected city officers. And whereas the mayor of the city of Calvert City has requested that the Calvert City not hire an assistant city manager and instead hire a zoning and compliance officer. And whereas the city council of the city of Calvert City has determined it to be in the best interest of the city of Calvert City not to hire an assistant city manager, but to hire a zoning and compliance officer and to establish a compensation schedule for such position. Now therefore be it ordained by the city of Calvert City, Commonwealth, personnel pay classification for the city of Calvert City for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2025, and ending on June 30, 2026 is amended as follows. Personnel and pay classification plan fiscal year 2024-2025, title employee classification, zoning and compliance officer, annual compensation, unless otherwise stated, $50,000 to $55,000.
That should say, I'm sorry, it should say 25, 26 instead of 24, 25. I believe that was.
Oh, yeah,
When I
yeah.
sent that to you, I think that was an error on my part. I apologize.
Everybody caught that?
Yes.
Fiscal
Okay.
year.
Fiscal year, yeah, it was 25, 26 instead of 24, 25.
Okay. So there's first reading. Any discussion?
Councilwoman Shelton,
Yes.
Councilman Howard,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hill,
Yes.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Yes.
and Councilman Stokes.
Yes. Ready for that?
Yes, you can take it.
Sure.
You can take it.
So, we're clearing out the books, I guess, with some written determination of surplus property. We got some more stuff to add to it. So,
This is stuff coming out of the water department. They're trying to get rid of this stuff that's laying around and doesn't have any purpose anymore. And so if you look at your written determination regarding disposition of property, they've got, you know how many of those S6 there were, Bobby? Two of them? Okay. These are, they don't have chargers, batteries are, I'm not sure how you would describe a swollen battery. It's overheated. Galaxy 7 without a charger as well. These cell phones were actually acquired by the water department for use, but now they've, of course, long since been replaced. They also have a Dell Central CPU that is no longer needed. It's outdated, and they're utilizing something else. So they want to try to actually first they want to try to scrap, see if there's anyone, I guess, scrap it or either just dispose of it properly. I know that the CPU will have the hard drive pulled and wiped before it is sent or taken wherever, either scrapped or just thrown in the garbage. So that's what they're requesting. This is a regular.
so two cell phones and a Dell computer.
Yep.
Okay. Four cell phones.
Four, okay, 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Two Galaxies and two.
S7s, okay.
What is that?
Okay, you have A, you would change that to 2, is what he said.
Or what?
On here it says A.
Yep. 2 Galaxy S6 and 2 Galaxy S7s.
Sevens, that's correct. There's 4 total.
Okay.
What's the threshold for
Good question.
disposition?
Very
This
good
seems
question.
trivial. I mean, I'm not,
Well, it really depends. I mean, we try to make the most reasonable, the
sure.
most judicial disposition of things, but sometimes it's one of those deals where you just have to ask. You know,
Okay.
we would like to scrap it, but at the same time, I don't, some of them may have batteries at work. I don't know if they can make them work. If those are the case, sometimes they've been donated with your all's permission
Okay.
to some of these protective centers. Because the 911 still works in some phones. If it still works, then they can actually utilize them in domestic protection.
Well, we will look up chapter and verse on that. I mean, I'd rather, we tend to err on the minuscule side just because we don't want stuff to evaporate. And it still can happen. but these have pretty low value. Four old cell phones and a outdated Dell don't seem like a real high dollar item, but
And believe it or not, people will buy the old carcasses, the old CPU carcasses, they'll buy them. I don't know why, but they will. So. We'll throw them out there. If somebody wants to find it. If they don't, we can find a spot for them.
Yeah.
Waste path is just waiting.
okay. All in favor of this written determination regarding those items, say aye. Anybody opposed? Okay, thank you. Gov deals?
Oh, I'm ready for
This doesn't
gov
need to come
deals. We'll try. We'll see. George is going for wonderful.
Okay, so we got some departmental activity going on here. Brad, you got some visitors you want to introduce us to?
Sure. Okay, we've had, with Mr. Justin Hagan. He worked for the sanitation department for 21. Okay, so he's moved up in the parks department. And, doing a great job so far. And, this guy here. Dakota Wilhelm, he's our new sanitation worker that replaced Justin. Both these guys live in town. They're both doing really great.
Okay,
Proud to have it.
appreciate you guys coming by.
Yeah.
Always good.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but Izzy didn't bark at Dakota.
There you go. And Dakota's been on board in the past with the fire department too, so.
Both good guys.
Welcome aboard, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, Brad, you're not done yet. You're already up. Come on, man.
He knows exactly what to get.
All right.
So Izzy didn't bark at him, huh? Is he feeding her treats? Did you?
No, and he'd never seen her before, so I don't know.
Okay.
She might have just been in a good mood.
Okay, we've had a lot going on. Still have a lot going on. Of course, I think last month we talked about finish up the pickleball boards. Got all the dirt work done, sold down, grass coming up. Hopefully it'll hold through the winter and be in good shape next spring. Trail down around the pond, detention basin, whatever you call it,
I've seen it, but I've not walked on it.
the dry pond.
Yeah.
Got our trail in. I still have some gates coming and the worship gates to keep vehicles from driving across the levee. Those in, so hopefully sometime, we'll figure sometime in December. So, paving's been awarded for Dr. Park. I expect them, they contacted me last week. They're gonna start grading on it this week. Hopefully they'll pave it.
Central got that contract.
Central Paving got that contract. Then we had, Smith got the contract on Plant Cutoff Road. And, I believe they're supposed to start this week also. I'm sure the cold weather's gonna hold them back a little bit, but, hopefully we'll get it all bandaged back up and make the plant workers happy again, because it is rough stuff. We will be starting to leaf back probably this week. It's on the calendar as of today, but
Okay. How many weeks you run it?
we run it through the first week of November.
Okay.
Pretty well all of November. We skipped the first week of leaves just not falling. So, and we'll run, we used to have like, what, 6 routes,
Yeah, we had
different
6 individual
areas,
routes.
And then we've got a provision with it, so now we'll just run your regular leaf pickup, regular garbage pickup route. So route 1 or route 2 is what we call it, so it'd be your Monday, Thursday route or your Tuesday, Friday route.
This is on the website, right, Blair?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
With-
And you can get a list of everything up here at City Hall.
Okay.
Uh,
And after January, we still gonna do trash bags? We are?
Yes.
Okay.
We do, we continue to we pick them up both now, even some people don't wanna rake them out, and they wanna bag them. We still pick those up with your regular garbage pickup. Then after the first of the year, after we split the vacuum up, then we'll continue to pick up your leaf bags instead of out there with your garbage.
What, till March?
Around, basically.
Well, we quit
We
handing
get-
out.
Yeah, we stopped handing out the bags. But,
Yeah.
we have-
After March, you're giving out the bags for garbage, not for leaves.
Right, yeah, we kind of cut back on that. We did hand them out year round, but there were people using them for garbage bags instead of leaf bags.
Gotcha.
Are you happy with that?
Yes,
I've
ma'am.
done a lot of food
Yeah.
for that.
you
Yeah.
come up with-
Well, I guess the point is, please, we don't have a prohibition on burning leaves in the city ordinance pile. So let's try not to burn the leaf piles. Somebody asked me one time, said, Mayor, can I burn it? I said, well, why would you want to? Calvert City does an excellent job of picking stuff up. Please don't do that. So Brad's first week's next week, right?
Probably
this week you're gonna
it's
fire it
actually
up.
Scheduled to start this week. So,
Okay. Good news.
We're a little short-handed this week, but I will try to probably start Wednesday. We'll make a run on the first route. And people don't panic. If you see it come by, we'll be back by probably the same week.
Okay.
Because I've seen people run out there and they're trying to kill themselves, get the leaves all raked up before we get there.
Not-
Be all right.
not me.
Me neither.
Yeah, I know Stokes. I've seen him out there. just get-
All the time.
Well,
Maybe,
maybe his son.
no, maybe Evelyn, not either. No, let's give Evelyn her kudos there. She takes a lot of work.
The road patching, the different spots for cuts.
Yes, I put out for quotes for the road patches. I know everybody's seen the gravel spots here and there and road cuts, and so we awarded that to Murray Paving. We have actually 3 different paving companies gonna be working it out.
Everybody's gonna love Calvert City this week.
Everybody's got a little bit of it. Yeah.
Smell a little asphalt in the air.
Hopefully they'll get started. Did you speak to him today?
Yeah, he was in.
Okay.
Trace was in. So yeah, we got everything
Wayne
signed.
thought he was gonna get started pretty quick. Fixing to start putting up Christmas lights, so.
There you go.
We'll see a lot of action down there in Memorial Park. The fountain, of course. And we Blair put out all the memorial signs and the fountain died on us Friday, so. We're just out there, but we'll hopefully get it going back again this week. We got some issues inside there in the pump house, so. Everything gets.
I got you.
I just assumed that was intentional.
No,
They're
no,
bad,
it was,
since people are gonna be in there.
Actually, there was a water line broke inside and we shut it down to fix that. And when we started back up, then the feature pump wouldn't prime correctly. So we got looking into it, and a piece that fell off inside the tank sucked it up into the suction line. So it's in the suction line between the pump house.
Something all the time.
It's always something.
Yep.
Generally, we run it till what, January, and it through Christmas anyway.
Depends on the weather.
Yeah,
If
if
it
we
gets
got-
down and stays below freezing for a while, then we'll just shut down, because we did the icicle trick that one year, and we had icicles out there 6 foot tall, and
Cool.
it was dangerous for our pumps and heads. We had to leave it running where they were froze. But anyway, yeah, we have a lot going on.
All right. Thank you, Brad.
All right,
Thanks, Brad.
anybody any questions? No?
I was wrong. You got anything to add to projects? I was wrong.
No, I don't
Project.
have anything on projects. That's we covered all the.
All the
Okay.
parks look great right now. I've got to
They've
just walk
been
around.
working, we've been trying to keep grass down so the leaves don't
Yeah.
stick around so much. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Appreciate it, Brad.
Old Park shows a lot of work. So yeah, it's a lot of leaves out there. All right. So John reports there's really nothing much to add on project stuff. Okay.
We got a letter in from, the person said they were, that's who we're working on with our DRA, our Delta Regional Authority, Critical Infrastructure Fund. And it will close out December 15th. So we'll be hearing whether or not we got that one after that. So
And that one is the
that's for the berm,
berm around,
the
permanent
water
berm around the water plant. Which is, we'll be very happy if we can succeed in that one. Okay, Chief Cannon, you got anything to report to the council today?
I'm gonna hold that, was right down Lane, about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I was out and about, and I was like, who's everybody? And then like right at 5 o'clock, I think, we had bus loads of people that show up. All the city streets were full of people going door to door, all the churches, city hall here, just people lined up everywhere. Ask me how many people there was, I don't have an estimate. I think it's more than the 4th of July. It was quite a bit of people. And with all the people in town, for the most part, everyone behaved, was pretty peaceful. So
Good.
That's good.
it was great. So I say, next martial arts, it's nice to meet Phil. We've already started a relationship. Hopefully we're gonna be able to work well with each other and make sure that everything there is going to be smooth as far as dealing with the potential issues that may arise. Calvert City Fire, I want to thank you guys as well. You guys have helped out so much throughout the years, and especially this year. We've had several things on the interstate, and everyone knows there's just more people out driving now than there has been ever. And without the help of the fire departments and their big trucks, really helps us out a lot, especially whenever there's major scenes going on the highways. Well, we're looking forward to the holidays coming up. You guys have any questions for me? All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Chief Davis, you got anything?
Yeah. I know you find that surprising, but
Come on up front. Come on down.
like Mike said, we've had a pretty busy month in the fire department. We've had a couple of major incidents on the interstate. We had the semi burn, which that was a big ordeal. Could have been worse, but luckily we got it handled. We had a bad wreck 2 weeks ago. It could have been a lot worse. The truck got up on the guardrail across the bridge and knocked some pretty good sized pieces of concrete down on the Highway 62. That could have been a whole lot more dangerous if there'd been a vehicle coming through there. Luckily, the time of morning wasn't a whole lot of traffic. I say that just to let you know what can happen, how quick it can happen. Been a couple more little wrecks out there, so it's that time of year. Also been busy going and doing smoke detectors in people's houses. They're turning their heaters on for the first time.
It's a time of year. Always
Smelling
happens.
smoke. Also, I'd like to ask people to change their batteries, check their batteries and their smoke detectors, their CO2 detectors. We're getting a lot of calls on that. If we get a gas leak, what's considered a gas leak, we have to call Atmos. They have to come. So just, got to take care of your detectors and all that.
They come, they shut it off.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like to ask the people to check on your neighbors, especially elderly neighbors that you have. It's getting colder weather again. They're going to start staying in. Just take care of them if you would. That's all I have. If I have any questions.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Now you gotta check on me.
No, this is when we don't see each other.
Okay, circling back to some old business that is always new again. Part of being the recipient of 2025 City Government of the Year, there's $1,000 check. So $1,000 donation as a symbol of ongoing support for city project. This was made possible by Collins and Company. So I think that there was a check for that.
They're gonna make the presentation at December 8th meeting.
Okay.
I spoke with them today and they'll be here on December 8th. So
Miss Blair's hiding down behind the podium moment. So last but not least, we're gonna do aviation first, then Blair, and then Bobby's hiding back
yeah,
there.
Bobby's had my good too.
Yeah, Bobby, come on. Bobby's first.
Almost made it.
Tim read it, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I know it.
Bobby, yeah, okay?
Huh?
You're doing good, right?
Doing good.
All right.
So far, so good. I see, I wrote down a few things.
Oh, man, he was ready. It would have been bad if I didn't call you. I got this list.
Well, no, well, if I don't write anything down, I'm gonna forget it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. What you got?
Well, nothing really major new. I know a lot of the things with the sewer plant going on, we're wrapping up. Most of the Travis is pretty much done out there. We like a little bit left for like fencing and stuff.
Hallelujah. Not soon enough. Okay.
It's looking really good.
Yeah, it looks totally different.
The lagoon's taking us a little longer on this last one because of weather and stuff, and we just had some things throwing the gears, not letting it go. But it should be hopefully finished clearing it out this week. The headworks seems to be running well, walk on wood, and it seems like fairly, everybody's learned how to use it over there fairly well.
Mhm.
So it looks like it's going to go.
So you're getting a lot more stuff out?
Yeah. We are.
You can tell a difference?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And, yeah, I'm gonna have to call, dumpster.
All right.
We're going to empty it soon. But you can tell by the quality too, like, even though we're only using 2 lagoons, the finish is that you can tell a difference from just that. new.
Because of the screener.
Mhm.
That's a good deal. That's what we hoped it would do.
Very much so. Yeah, you ain't seeing any more regular stuff. Or, big solids and everything.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's very nice. With on the water side, next week we're starting a media replacement and the cleaning of all that. So that's going to start next week. The plan is functioning really well. Knock on wood, still. It's all up,
Right.
This media replacement will be like one of the final touches of it.
Correct.
I'm anxious to get that. And then we've been kind of bracing for this cold weather, kind of hit us today pretty bad. One other thing, I'll probably announce that. I know a lot of y'all have seen the letters that we've sent out. We've sent out letters for.
Mhm. Get the lead out.
Yeah, get the lead out again.
Right.
If you've already received that before and you've already turned it in, that's probably because our side hasn't been done and your name is still on the list to be sent out. So if you've already did it, that's fine. We just have to figure out the service side of it.
Okay.
So if you got in, I think that's right.
So if the homeowners went and completed the online survey,
Yes, if they've already did
that
it,
certifies their pipes.
yes, and there's-
And then, so we've got to get the service line up to the meter certified in the system.
Correct.
Okay.
That'd
All
be, yeah, because our side needs to be done. That's probably why. If they want. But any, other than that, it's about all right.
Okay. And we've signed the engineering contract to look at the talks with Kentucky Dam Village and tying in their sewer over here. See if we can get that feasibility done and fully understand that before we enter into a contract. Trying to think. We probably already reported on, we're looking at predicting the water load out in that segment of our city. So things are moving ahead. All right. There's one thing you forgot.
What's that?
You were gone somewhere last week, weren't you?
What's that?
Weren't you gone last week? Where'd you go?
Oh, yeah, I went to that management conference in Bowling. And it was very informative. I liked it.
So is your first trip to the Rural Water Development for Management Conference. I'm glad you had time to make it this time and
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, picked up quite a few things. I think. I liked it.
a good deal. All right.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks.
We'll talk airport. We'll talk airport, just in case
He's back there.
we missed him last month. We didn't have, I don't know, we had a few acronyms, I think, maybe last month.
Wouldn't say we missed them.
While I was away, the powers that be processed and forwarded to the Federal Aviation Administration the 5-year capital improvement plan. The projects listed on that plan in date order. The 8-unit T hangar, taxiway rehabilitation in 2027. 2028, the plan is to bank the entitlement money and put it toward 2029's project, which is rehab the apron. And in 2030, the one item on the list is an automated weather system. That's essentially $4 million worth of projects to be spent at the airport during the 5-year period. The good news is at no cost to Calvert City. As you know, the state, it remains the sponsor of the airport. They pay the state and local share that the FAA does not pay. What is not on that list is the fence project. Because the fence project is not federally, will not be federally funded. We're going to do that with the agreement with the state is to do it with their money. They agreed to do it, but they haven't approved the project yet. So on October 1st, I made my New Year's resolution, which was because I'm on the FAA fiscal year process, that I would resurrect that project and push the state as hard as possible to get that project moving forward. The airport needs a wildlife fence around it, needs a security fence. One fence does both jobs. So I'm going to get a little more aggressive about doing that. Hopefully there'll be good news for the real New Year resolution.
Okay.
The Pappy and Real project, it remains in the state review process. And the T hangar project, we're waiting for the notice to proceed. We expect the surveyors will be on site by the second week in December. So we'll have that design project underway.
How many spots?
8.
We got waiting list. Over 8 deep. There you go.
Just with airplanes, we've got 8 plus. Then we've got another list of those who don't have airplanes because they're waiting on a hangar.
Okay.
You want a hangar before they buy a plane. I said, that's not gonna work.
I hate when I ask me.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Finally. We're gonna have some exciting stuff because everybody get your calendar out. It's that time of year.
That's crazy.
It's the lady from Italy.
It's a lady from Italy. She's
That's
here.
right, the lady from Italy.
Glad to be back home. So tomorrow we're closed for Veterans Day. And we, CADA, have put up veteran signs in the fountain area. So they'll be up from today until Sunday. So you can go down and check them out. And, walk through there. We ended up with 28, which I think is awesome. And it looks really nice down there. So definitely go down there and check it out. The I'm coming off of a cold, so throat's not quite there. The on November 18th, And November 20th, we have a Christmas candy making class. The November 18th has been sold out, so there's just a few tickets left on November 20th. Jennifer Sakura, she is the one that is going to be leading that class. She owns Redhead Bakery here in Calvert. So thankful that she was willing to do that. And I think each class will make 4 different candies. It's $10 per person. And the sign up is online. November 22nd through November 30th is the Cranksgiving. This will be our 3rd year, I think, for that. So you can either run, bike, or walk the Moneymaker Trail, and you track how long it takes you, and you ride it on the board right outside of the entrance. It's 1 mile, so the trail is marked off 1 mile, so it's not very strenuous. But we had a lot participate last year, so hopefully we'll have the same or more this year participate. On December 1st, we have a holiday candle painting. It's the taper candles, and it's really just a neat class. So if you want to participate in that, it's December 1st from 6 to 8. On December 5th, that is the deadline for holiday yard of the season. So if you are decorating and you want to participate for that, please make sure and get registered for the yard of the season before December 5th.
How many did you have last year? You remember?
Last year?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
Was it a dozen?
Yeah, probably.
2?
15 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. December 5th is also the Light Up Calvert City. So we usually before have had the Santa Fly-In that day, but we've decided not to do the Santa Fly-In this year, mainly because it's so limited on who can participate. And we only get 200 people in that area, and it's better just to have an event where everybody can come and you don't have to worry about it. And it takes a lot of people to put that on. So we are having the tree lighting on December the 5th this year, which is that Friday. And we'll have carnival games, music. We'll light the tree at 6. I think that the elementary school is going to be singing. And then we'll have some other entertainment there as well. We've got lots of businesses that have signed up to do carnival games, which I'm so thankful for. Thanks, Dustin. And then also, so because of the disease that is with deer, we can't have a reindeer come across state lines. So anyway,
Which is a logistical problem this year for Santa, right?
Yeah, it is.
No deer across state
Well,
lines.
we found a way around that because Santa now has kangaroo, and he will be bringing them to tree lighting on December 5th. So instead of reindeer, we're going to have a kangaroo, and you can pet it and you can go with it, and it's going to be interesting.
My daughters want some clarification on the role of the kangaroo in the whole operation.
It encourages people to jump into Christmas.
That is
No, she's wanting to know if the kangaroo is who's actually bringing Santa or how that all
It's just his
works.
pet.
She's asking me. I said,
It's
you
a
have to
pet.
ask Blair.
It is just his, it's
Okay.
his pet. It's just like we have dogs.
Well, I
pets.
mean, obviously, he's
Santa
still
has a
working out.
kangaroo.
He's still working out the reindeer
I think the
logistics. He's
children
got
of
50
Australia
teams
probably
he's got to
don't
put
do
into
the
play,
kangaroo.
right?
You
You know
So
what? I bet
It looks
nobody
a
Right.
little
else.
bit like a reindeer.
I highly doubt it.
It was a gift from the children of Australia to Santa.
So something a little bit different, but it'll be fun.
and she cracks up every time she says that.
I just every time I type it, I'm like, I literally am typing that Santa's bringing you that kangaroo. This is happening.
Hey,
But
look at it
anyway,
like this, then everybody will remember this.
That's right.
That everyone will
Just
remember.
like the time Santa
Yes.
rolled out of the plane.
Yeah, that's the first time.
That's hilarious.
okay, so that's on December 5th. So that's Friday. Friday, we light the tree at 6 o'clock. And then on December 6th, we have the Christmas Bazaar. It is from 9 to 4. We have 140 vendors that are registered. It's at 4 locations. You've got Altoona Baptist Church, Calvert City First Baptist Church, the Civic Center, and Lakeland Event Center. So it's going to be great, 9 to 4. The parade is at 6 o'clock that night on December the 6th. The Grand Marshal this year is Colette Serreta. She works at Food Giant Manager. She's always willing to help, lend a helping hand anytime that we reach out, and the Lions Club chose Colette. So I'm really happy about that. And then the parade theme is Celebrate Christmas. There is a link online if you go to the Calvert City Lions Club Facebook page to register your float or your golf cart or your vintage car or your pickup truck, whatever you decide to ride in the parade. But the 2 nights are going to be separated, so more people will be able to participate in both. Last year, folks, they could either participate in the parade or they could watch the tree lighting, and a lot of people didn't want to miss out on that. So 2 separate nights, and that's all I have.
Rich Plant.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blair.
Yeah, how big is it?
How big?
I told her no. I was like, no, I think we'll come up with something. Well, then she sent me the picture. I was like, okay, yes.
She's a sucker.
Brown eyes gets her every time.
Okay. So we're down at the end of the agenda, and before we do that, we're going to go through the council members. If there's anything, then see if we want to go to an executive session. So Kevin, you got anything?
No, sure.
No.
Good.
Me? No? No? Ralph?
Do we have a 5-10-year capital plan? We have one.
We've worked on it. I don't know if we have one. It's actually in the last 5 years. Seems like we have, but I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't say yes or no.
We've had some big projects that we've got closed or are very near close, and some of them were quite sticky. So it's, we've got some big projects to do. I mean, not the least of which is Shark Cow Road. Been trying to work on funding for that. So, putting together the 5 to 10 year plan would not be a bad go at this point. Been spending a lot of money in utilities, and it got that, got those expenses pretty much in, well, I don't want to jinx us, but it's moved in the right direction. Got, those are very important. Moving forward, we probably need to work together and vision on that and see where we want to go. We talked about some of that and we need to drag it back out. Anything else? No? No? Okay. All right. Well, with that, I would entertain a motion that we go to executive session to discuss some economic development activities. And we need to read the reasons why. This is the general update. I don't anticipate we'll be taking any action when we come out. Okay.
Notice shall be given in the regular open meeting of the general nature of the business to be discussed, which is economic development. The reason for the closed session is that open sessions would jeopardize deciding or taking expansion of the business, and the specific provision of the KRS is KRS 61.810, subsection G.
All right. So we got a motion and a second. Yeah, who did? All right. All in favor going to executive session? Say aye. Okay. So we're gonna dismiss the regular deal. Ask Monty to stay.
KRS 61.810.
No, you're good. You're good.
One and then G.